Hey guys, FastJake here, and I'm not trying to make myself into a sexy pub stomper, but what I am trying to do is improve at the game. And today, I need to improve in two ways. Number one, I need to improve my aim, and number two, I need to improve my attitude. I am really, I'm kind of burned out on the game, and so there's different ways to keep it fresh. And one way is for me to play gun game. Play a game I'm not used to playing, I guess, is a better way to put it. I don't play free for all. I try to stick with the objective based games. Every once in a while I'll play TDM to just to make, force myself to think a little bit differently about the maps. TDM, there's a lot of opportunity to die because there's no objectives to be playing around, and it does change the game. But so keeping it fresh and improving my aim, you might think, why? How can you improve your aim by playing gun game? Well, really, what you're being given is that every time you kill somebody, you're offered a different gun. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, I like to play with certain guns on certain maps because I play them a certain way. And what this does is it forces you to modify the way you think about the game, but also to have really good aim. A lot of times it's not who sees who first, it's who gets the first shot off the most accurately who wins. And everybody's pretty much using weapons they're not used to. Not everybody uses all these weapons all the time. I'm sure most people have favorite weapons and they might use a wider range than others, but like for me, using that launcher, using this sniper, it's just not what I do. I've never run around with a launcher and tried to kill people, and I'm not a quick scoper in a small map with a sniper like this, and you can tell because I'm kind of wandering around and knifing people. That's the second knife I've had with this, and now I'm going to pop over to a corner and basically, drool on myself while this guy kills me easily. So, it makes you think about the map just like that. I spawned in the back corner, which was lucky because I knew the three traffic patterns. Where I aimed, where I'm running now, and that hallway up above were really the only three places anybody was going to come through. So, they're going to spawn there, just like that guy. They're going to spawn all over the map, and those are traffic patterns. They're not choke points necessarily, but they're traffic patterns. So it forces you to think about the maps differently. It forces you to adjust your gameplay to the weapons you have, especially the ones that you're not as familiar with using. It's not something that I would do a ton of and think my aim's going to get just dramatically better, but it's just an exercise to go through. It's an exercise to go through to try and make sure that your aim is based on something other than comfort level of a weapon. Just because you can kill somebody with a weapon doesn't mean your aim is great. And it forces you to move, to rotate through a bunch of different weapons, play maps differently, think a little bit differently about the way you play. And actually a couple of times I've found that I like the weapon setup that they give me better than the one that I had for a particular weapon. Their loadout was a little bit better for whatever reason. But that actually was getting a little bit campy, and I was almost forced to move. You don't want to camp a spot just to get a kill. But I'm not comfortable with snipers. I'm also not comfortable with akimbo ACOG pistols or knife only. So this game really ends with a bunch of stuff I'm not comfortable with. But it improves my aim, keeps the game fresh. I like to do it as an exercise. I don't spend a ton of time on it, but there's a lot of other things I also do to improve my aim, and we're going to get into those as well in future episodes. This is just one little quick video on how to do that. So if you made it this far, go ahead and hit like. Even if you don't think you like the video, you did make it this far, so you should hit it anyway. If you're new, hit subscribe, and as always, leave comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've done this before, what you do to improve your game, or also to keep the game fresh. I'd be interested to hear what it is. But until next time, here's to bridging the gap.